What's up, everybody? Llama King here with another video. I wanted to do a Colloseum video for you. Help. But I'm not sure how many days it's been. A week, maybe? And nobody can beat me, which is cool. I'm not complaining. That's awesome. But I can't show you me fighting to make it to first because I'm already in first. I'm not going to fight someone who's in third. So I thought, you know what? I'll just explain a few of the minute details about the Colosseum that maybe some people don't know, maybe some people do. The basics, of course, are there's the leaderboard on the top right, so you can check the top 100, see where you are. Then you've got your replays. You can rewatch people attacking you because your defense sometimes different than your offense. If you click on the person, you can see what heroes they're using instead of clicking on challenge and then looking what they have and go, I don't want to fight them and go back. Just click on their picture and it'll show you what they're using. Okay? See, look. See what he's using? It's the same as there. Okay? If you run out of entries and you want to continue, you're doing good. Maybe you just upgraded some heroes and you're just killing it in Colosseum. After you use all your entries, there'll be a little red plus sign right here. You just hit that plus sign, you pay 250 gems for the first time, and you get another 5 entries. If you want to do it again, it goes up to 400 gems, and then I think 700 gems, and then 1,200 gems. It just keeps going up and up and up. When I'm climbing the leaderboard and I'm doing good, I'll easily spend the 250 because you're going to make that back tenfold by the gems you get back for being in a certain place. As you can see, I get 500 every 3 hours. I get 4,000 free gems a day. And as you all know, I give it to my guildies because they deserve it and it helps my guild grow, which in turn helps me. But depending on what place you're in, depends on if you click on that little eye there, you can see what place pays out what amount of gems. If you can make it to 5,000th and under, you get 10 gems every 3 hours. Hey, 10 gems every 3 hours is better than a poke in the eye. I remember I sat probably around the 135 mark, 100 and 135. I kept jumping between 100 and 200, 100 and 200. But even at 135 or 100 gems every 3 hours, it adds up. And what I like to do is I just collected 8,500. I just started over and I got 6,500 in there already. And I like to let it go. I'm thinking I might let it go for as long as I'm in first, and I'm pretty sure it caps out at 20,000. So if you do this too and save them up, make sure that you collect them before you hit 20,000 because I think after that you don't get any more. Okay? And as for the Constellation Buff, I didn't get lucky this time around, and none of my main heroes got the buff. And it is not worth it to take out one of your really good heroes, like say my witch doll, just to put in, the wizard because he has the buff. That wizard is still way less powerful than my witch doll that does not have the buff. Okay? So if you have a good lineup like I've got here and none of them have the buff, don't worry about it. The buff isn't really that much. When all 5 of them have it, yeah, it can get pretty tough. But I've gone up against teams where they have every single hero has the Constellation Buff because they think that buff is just going to make them OP, and they're putting in their lesser heroes because of it, and they're losing, and they're going, why? I've got 5 heroes with the gold star on top of their head. It doesn't work like that. As you can see, this week it's 15% intellect, whoopee-doo, and 30% defense. That is only going to help your tanks. And most people run 2 tanks. A lot of people run 1. So you've got 1 person benefiting from that buff, and that's not even a very good buff. So you got to look at that. Sometimes it really is worth it to change if the hero that you're going to change to that has the buff is just maybe slightly weaker without the buff. Because sometimes it's like plus 25 attack and plus 25 dexterity. That's huge for, say, Tracker or Death Archer or your Demon Slayer. That's huge. If he's got the buff and he's just a little bit weaker and maybe you're missing a couple pieces of gear, put that hero in. It's going to do a lot better than one of your other heroes that doesn't have the buff. There's so much to the Colloseum. There isn't any one good team. So many people ask me, Llama, what hero should I use? It changes every time. I suggest you upgrade as many heroes as you can. Concentrate on one main team like I did. But you also want to make sure your other heroes are kind of keeping up just in case you ever need them. As you can see, I've got them all to level 60 because I've got a whole bunch of those experience packs from doing the hero stages on the sweep mode with my Bravehearts. But like for instance, I wish I would have had her. The fire, I can't remember her name, the fire girl. I wish I would have had her up to blue by now, because even blue at 60 with full gear, she's a beast. She's got that, her ultimate damages everybody around her and also stuns them for 1 minute. And not only does stun stop them from doing anything for a certain amount of time, it also stops them from doing their ultimate. If you can catch on to which heroes, like they always do a certain animation or a certain sound before they do their ultimate move. If you can catch that, then you hit your, say, like the Rose Knight has her disc that does a lot of damage, bounces from hero to hero, and also does a 1-second stun on whoever it hits. And if it hits another hero for a second time, it stuns them again. That will negate their ultimate and stop them from performing it. And they just wasted it. So now they just wasted all their energy on an ultimate that they can't use. So heroes with stun abilities is great for stopping them from moving, stopping them from attacking, but it's the best for stopping them from doing their ultimate. Try to catch them doing their ultimate, and you will do a lot better in hero stages and in the assault mode. That tip, take that to the bank with you. You want to time your stuns if you can, when the enemy is just about to do their ultimate. Okay? I will do more videos on the Colloseum. There is so much to do, but I don't want to make this video too long because you guys have way too much awesome stuff to do out there. So get out there, get your might up, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and to keep calm and llama on. Thanks.